Okay, so I know it's been a while since the last time I talked about Kaiju number 8 on the channel. I've been keeping up with each chapter, but I just really haven't had the time to sit down and review them. But now I actually have some more free time, so going forward, I'm going to try to basically get reviews out by at the very least the Saturday after the chapter drops, because I really enjoyed the series and I just want to be able to talk about it. Also, if I'm being completely transparent, I've been hearing some rumblings that Kaiju number 8 will be getting an anime announcement very soon, which the series definitely deserves with how successful it's been, and the way that Matsumoto writes the series, it perfectly translates into anime seasons. And because I think that once the anime actually comes out and it gets announced and more people start looking at the series, start reading the chapters, start looking for reviews on the chapters, I'm hoping that might lead to more traffic onto the channel. Anyway, finally getting into chapter 59, it actually opens up with a flashback during the time period I believe the fight between Kikuru's mom and Kaiju number 6 takes place. Now we don't actually get to see the fight, which kind of sucks because everything we've been hearing about this fight makes it sound like it's the most epic thing that ever went down. But one thing we actually do get in this chapter is the design for Kaiju number 6, and that thing was a fucking monster. I mean, of course it was, the Kaiju literally translates over to monster, but still, the look of this thing was like, it looks like the love child between Godzilla and Cthulhu, which is honestly as equally terrifying as it is cool. Then we come back to the present day and start following the 4th Division Captain Jugo Ogata and either his lieutenant or his secretary. They don't exactly say which one she is in this chapter, but whatever one, her name's Toko. And the dynamic between these two characters reminded me a lot of the one between, and I always feel like I'm mispronouncing his name, but Shunsui and Nanao over in Bleach. Because Ogata definitely has the same kind of like laid back, easygoing personality that Shunsui did, and it pisses off Toko just like it did Nanao. Anyway, Ogata's mostly concerned in this chapter with the plan to have Reno, as we saw in the last chapter, or maybe the chapter before that. But anyway, we saw that the Defense Force's plan is right now to actually have Reno be the new wielder for the weapon made from Kaiju number 6. And we even see in a flashback that after Ogata told Reno that the plan for the Defense Force was that he would be the first official user for Kaiju number 6's weapon, that he actually tried to convince him not to do it because of the fact that he thinks it's just going to end up getting him killed. But Reno's actually determined to become the new user for Kaiju number 6, not only because of the fact that he wants the power in order to be able to keep up with Kappa power-wise on the field, but it's also kind of implied by him in the chapter that he thinks that at some point the Defense Force might end up turning on Kappa, and if that happens, he wants the power in order to be able to protect him. And you know what, I actually have a lot of respect for Reno because this guy is 100% loyal to his friends. He's even willing to, or planning to, betray the entire government organization that the Defense Force is in order to protect his friend in the future. He thinks that it might come to that point and he already is resolved to do it. So I gotta respect him. He actually definitely is the true definition of a bro. But anyway, he ends up going forward with the testing for his compatibility with the weapon by equipping the gauntlets, because I believe it's been stated already that Kaiju number 6's weapon is a full suit, just like Kaiju number 4's was. And during the test, he actually comes face to face with Kaiju number 6 in a similar way that Kafka did back when he lost control of his body to his Kaiju side, and the two of them had to like kind of fight for control. And that does not end up going well for Reno because he ends up passing out. But you know what, again, I gotta hand it to Reno because once he wakes up and both Ogata and Iharu basically try to convince him not to continue with the testing on trying to become the new user for Kaiju number 6, he says that he wants to do it. So Ogata ends up giving him basically the 1 month trial that he has exactly 1 month to basically overcome Kaiju number 6 and gain control over the weapon, and then he's going to send him to the front lines, have him fight off against the Kaiju and see exactly if he's compatible enough to use the weapon successfully, or if he basically is just going to make him drop the idea of using it altogether. Now obviously what's going to end up happening is that Reno's going to end up trying to continue to use the suit, and eventually he's going to overcome the kind of like will that Kaiju number 6 has lingering inside of the suit, and he's going to be able to use it. But what I would like to see happen is that instead of being able to use the entire suit after his 1 month trial period, I'd like to see him start off with just part of the suit, and then as the arcs go on, as he's slowly getting stronger, he's adding more parts of the suit onto him, and then once we get to pretty much like the tail end of the series, that's when he's finally using the entire suit, because once he gets the suit, there's not really much when it comes to power-ups for him to get beyond that, unless he ends up getting another Kaiju number weapon on top of that. Anyway, the last thing I want to mention is that I do kind of like the implication that this chapter puts forward that each of the Kaiju weapons has like a lingering will that the Kaiju left over after it died, and that the users have to overcome that will before they can actually use the item. Because it definitely makes it more of a selective choice of who gets the weapon, and like it kind of also seems like the Kaiju's picking, just like how Kaiju number 10 is choosing who his user is. I'm kind of liking the idea that maybe the kaijus themselves, like their lingering will, picks who their user is. It definitely makes it seem more special that these people have kaiju numbered weapons. But anyway guys, that's pretty much it for the chapter, that's it for the review. Thanks for watching, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please drop me a like, subscribe to the channel, I would greatly appreciate that, and comment down below what your thoughts are on the chapter. That's it for the video, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.